Good morning, all Witchbookie followers, and welcome back to day 5 of the Galway Festival for 2022. It's been a frustrating Galway in a lot of respects because I feel I haven't been far off the mark, but at the same time, just keep seemingly running into one or two horses in plenty of races. And the real dagger in my heart was obviously Jesse Evans going to lead at the last in the Galway Hurdle, only to be swamped up by none other than Tudor City, a long time kind of cliff horse slash, whatever you want to call it, horse for me, really. And I just thought he wasn't quite good enough anymore, Tudor City, but he did it very nicely, and unfortunately Jesse Evans had to settle for second. We move on, though, to the racing today. I have 5 selections for this evening's racing at Galway, including 2 in 2 of the big handicaps, and then 1 in the rated race back near the end of the card. Starting off at the 5 o'clock, which is a 2-mile handicap hurdle, and I do have 2 for this race, starting off with Teed Up for Emmett Mullins and Simon Torrance, down right at the bottom of the weights off, just 10 stone teed up, so I think he just might have a sniff off that sort of weight. His hurdle form has looked pretty abject so far, and based solely off his hurdles form, 107 is probably a tough mark for him to go into handicap hurdles off. That being said, he was a high-rated flat horse. He was a high 80s, low 90s rated flat horse, and he's won at Galway twice before and was second at the Galway Festival a couple of years ago in a 2-year-old maiden. So he's got good course form. The owners target the meeting, the trainer usually targets the meeting, and this horse, I feel, at some stage will be able to make a mark in handicap hurdles, and I'm hoping today might be that day. He's 9-1 currently, with, I think, 5 places available each way. The other horse I'm going to throw into the mix there is Tom Gibney's horse in this race, the Darragh O'Keefe rides. Mr. Saxo beat another Galway bumper score when winning this time last year. And his hurdling form has been a little bit in and out, but he's shown some promise, enough promise to suggest that he could certainly land a glove off a mark of 118. He comes right down in trip here, back down to 2 miles, so I expect him to be ridden handily and nearly from the front. And we've seen sometimes already this week that Tom Gibney's horses from the front are a little bit hard to go by, so fingers crossed that can be the same here again. Mr. Saxo beats 16-1 each way. I think that's a fair enough price. Moving on to the Galway Blazers Handicap Chase at 6 o'clock, which is the next race that I'll have 2 selections for. And I've got 2 horses in here that, have the ability to go very close in this race, but not maybe for the non-trustworthy types, because they would frustrate you, the 2 of them. Starting off with Russian Diamond for Emmett Mullins and Donna Myler, who's had a very interesting career. You feel he's won less than he should have, given how talented a horse he is. He won a bumper at the Galway Festival meeting. He then fell in a Grade 3 at the Galway Festival 2 years ago, and he fell at the last when I think going to win a beginner's chase here last year. He then went on to win a beginner's chase at Fairyhouse really impressively before struggling in 2 big handicaps over extreme distances. One was 3.5 miles, one was 3 miles. Drops back to 2 miles 6 here, comes here fresh. He's relatively well handicapped based off the best of his form and the promise he's shown. He's currently 14-1. I think he's gone out to 16-1 this morning. He was 14-1 last night. He's 16-1 this morning. Each way, 6 places available. That will do me. And the other one in there, another one not for the faint-hearted, is Aramax for Gordon Elliott. Jody McGarvey takes the ride here. This horse is coming off into this race over a mark of 135 and shaped really nicely at Ballinrobe last time out in a handicap hurdle. A race that's already thrown up a winner this week with Enniskerry, who was well down the field in that race, winning the beginner's chase. I think that was a very good prep run for a repeat bid at the Galway Blazers, which he was 3rd in last year of 138. His handicap chase form is a bit sketchy. It is a little bit in and out, but he's a horse of plenty of ability, and if on a going day could run well. He's also 16-1. I say the most trustworthy in terms of the most shorter price one I'm going to put up all day comes in the 8-10. I'm not sure whether he's the most trustworthy, but he's a horse that's close to my heart for some reason or another, and it's MC Muldoon. I just can't get over this horse. I really like him, and he doesn't really do much to suggest why I should like him as much, but He just does. I really enjoy watching him race. He's gone very close for me in a number of races. He won at the Galway Festival last year for me. And I know he's been off for a long time, but he might have just a touch of class here. And I'm hoping that's the case. He's 7-4. Fingers crossed we can finish up with a winner. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give it a like. Subscribe to the Which Bookie channel down below as we kind of try to push towards 1,000 subscribers in the next couple of months. And hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow morning for the day 6 selections for the Galway Festival. Let's hope we have a decent day. Best of luck.